On the bench today, Marantz 2230. It does not have a dust cover. This is for another project. So this is a repair. It came to me from a customer that actually purchased this off of eBay. And believe it or not, it showed up and was not working as advertised. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm not going to go through everything that's going wrong with it. I'll just kind of show you what the main symptom is right now. So number one, according to the customer, the person selling this said they were going to install a lamp kit or a lamp upgrade, and it sure doesn't look to me like there were any lamps installed. Unless this lamp here, you know, brand new lamp, just decided to go out, which could be the case, but and these are definitely incandescents. Anyway, let's see, got it on FM, and so extremely distorted right channel is the primary complaint about this Marantz. Now I've restored a Marantz 26, a Marantz 28, a Marantz 2215, and all three of those had a similar distorted channel. Don't know if it was right or left, not that it really matters. And all three had a bad emitter resistor, right? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do some poking around. I will move the camera up above, open this up, take a look at it, see what I can see, and start troubleshooting it. And I don't know that that's the problem. I don't know that it's a bad resistor, but kind of, I don't know, that's what it sounded like last two times, or last three times I had a Marantz with this issue. So I'm going to move the camera and pop the cover, and let's take a look and see what we can find. Alright, that was a little bit of a chore to get that off. One of the cabinet screws was stripped and would not come out. So I don't think anyone has opened this up. Because, yeah, I just suspect that this was not opened up. So this is the right channel. Just doing kind of a basic check. See if I can see anything that jumps out as being an issue. Burned resistors. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, so what I was referring to are these white resistors. Ooh, and I've got this flip, so this is the channel that I'm going to be focusing on. You can see these two white resistors right here. I think those should be the emitter resistors. So I'm going to do an in-circuit measurement, compare both sides to each other, see what that tells me, and then worst case, if I have to pop it out, I can do that. That's interesting. It's kind of a grounding strap. I'm just looking at how this would come out. I think I would opt to unscrew it from the heatsink and then see if I can maybe flip it up and over. But anyway, oh, and then the power cord is definitely not original. This is, I don't know if you can see that. That's not original. It's kind of sketchy looking. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to do some poking around, and then whenever I find something of interest, I will share it. But that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. So see ya in a few minutes. Alright, so I pulled the resistors out and I'll show you what I found. So let me set this to auto. Just make sure. Nothing. And grab the other resistor. 0.000.3 ohms. These are both marked, let's see, 0.24 ohms. I don't believe that's kilo ohms. I think that's 0.24. Because I don't know if you can see this, but if you look at that, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says 0.24 ohms K. I don't believe that's kilo ohms. And I have some of these, which I believe are what I used on the other Marantzes. These are 4.7. Gosh, I thought I had some. What are these? These are 10. Oh crap, maybe I don't have any of these. I have to check my box, see if I got some. Well, I looked out and found some. I had some. Now these are 0.22. They're replacing 0.24. This side may run a little hot. I may have to adjust the bias current on it. But I've used 0.22s in the 26 and the 28, and they worked absolutely fine. So I'm going to pop these in there and see what's going on. I got some 0.5, some, what are these? I had some 0.39, 4.7. I think these are 4.7. So anyway, I should probably order some more of these. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm not going to do this on camera, but I'm going to go ahead and put the new emitter resistors in, and then fire it up and see what happens, see if I get rid of that distortion. And I'm going to have to move this around to do that, so I'm not going to do that on camera. I will come back after I have replaced those emitter resistors. Just to give you a rough estimate of how long that took, from the time to connect it, test it, disassemble, test the resistors, replace the resistors, reassemble, and then retest, it took about an hour. And then when I do the basic service on it, because I don't know, right, exactly what other issues this amp board has, right, to cause those resistors to go out. I've been interrupted a couple times. I don't remember what I just said in the last segment. So when I do the adjustment procedures, hopefully if there is another issue, it kind of bubbles to the surface. But the alignment shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. Replacing these lamps should be okay. This dial glass has been removed before because the seal is broken. If this one has a seal, I would assume that it does. So anyway, I'm going to end part 1 here. I'll come back and do the lamps and do the basic service in part 2. So I'll put this in a couple of shorter videos, because I had a couple that went long and people just don't watch them. So anyway, if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will catch you either in the next video or when I get around to filming part 2 of the Marantz 2230.